Hello everyone, I am Ezekiel Bruni, your friendly neighborhood nerd, and also consultant and writer and sometimes web designer and gamer, and that doesn't matter so much as what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about ExpressVPN. If you're here, you probably know what a VPN is already, so we won't be going into all of that. But we will be keeping this review relatively simple and beginner-friendly. I probably will mention a few things for my fellow nerds, but in general, it's going to be pretty simple, quick review, updated for 2022. And if you want more information, look down in the description for links, because we have a link there to the full text review. And if you find this video useful or helpful in making your VPN purchasing decisions, please do consider liking, subscribing, maybe hitting that notification bell icon, because on this channel we publish a lot of tips, tricks, tutorials, and yes, reviews. With all that said, let's get into it. ExpressVPN is the VPN that I personally use. And why? Because so far it has provided the best wide feature set and best server network for the price. As you can see over here, I'm already connected to the Dallas server. I live in Mexico City. That's usually where I connect when I want to connect to the US. It actually helps me a lot with some things. But you can connect to 94 different countries in continents all over the world. Pretty much the only place not covered is Antarctica and a few other minor countries. But you can connect to literally anywhere, and that server spread is huge, meaning that you can always find a server that's near you for fast speeds, which is good for, just having fast browsing while anonymizing your traffic a little bit. It can also, of course, put you closer to the countries where servers for certain MMOs are, particularly Asian MMOs, or, other games that only operate in certain countries if you're the gaming type. Let's show you the speed test. This is between, again, Mexico City and Dallas. I have 115 megabits per second total internet bandwidth. Oh, wow. Sometimes it actually goes a bit higher. That 53-second ping, or millisecond ping, I should say, is par for the course and very good, especially when gaming. When I connect to Halo Infinite in particular, I lower my ping from like 80 milliseconds to 53 milliseconds, and that makes a huge difference in my matches. That is about par for the course for my download and upload speeds. That is a solid ping. As a quick side note here, ExpressVPN has developed a new feature called Parallel Connections. It's only available on iOS right now, but a rollout should be happening pretty soon for all operating systems. Basically, instead of trying one connection method at a time to connect to the ExpressVPN network, which could sometimes take a really long time, it looks for the best possible connection by trying several connection methods all at once, and basically that speeds up the time it takes to actually access the network. It's not normally a super long time, but on rare occasions it can take up to 30 seconds to connect, which the ExpressVPN team has deemed unacceptable. Alright, new feature mention done. Let's go on and show you the streaming tests. So yeah, that's what everybody's here for probably. You want to know if you can connect to Netflix or Disney Plus while you're traveling, for example, while you're on a business trip or on vacation. You shouldn't have to miss your favorite shows. Well, it is possible. It's more than possible. So I'm not connected right now. I'm in Mexico. Disenchantment Season 4. I don't know right now which shows are only available in the US, but we're going to take a look and find out, huh? And, of course, we're going to test Disney Plus, which is one of the most finicky, one of the most difficult services to try. All right, here we are. We're logged into Disney Plus. I am so excited for Moon Knight, you have no idea. But I haven't actually started watching the Book of Boba Fett, so we're just going to show you a couple of seconds to show you it working. It works. All right. Now, we're going to connect to the US, and let's hope this goes well, because honestly, Disney Plus is very tricky about blocking VPNs. All right, it looks like your traveling content and ratings may be different than at home. Let's try it again. Disney Plus now thinks I'm in Dallas, but it works. Oh, ExpressVPN is so good at unlocking sites others have trouble with. It's also good with Hulu. I don't have my own account on Hulu, so I won't be testing that. But now let's give it the Netflix test. Disconnect. Refresh. Disenchantment. Oh, I need to watch this season as well. And it's working. Now we connect to Dallas. We give it the refresh. Sometimes it takes a second. Let's watch something. I can't think of anything that's actually US only. Oh my god, Inside Job was an amazing show. And it works. With Netflix thinking that I'm in Dallas. So if you're traveling, you can watch your favorite shows, no big deal. ExpressVPN does that very well. For a full tutorial on this, be sure to check out the link below. We have a tutorial on how to watch Netflix from anywhere. And again, I would like to mention that ExpressVPN, VPNs in general, but ExpressVPN is my usual go-to, can actually improve your ping when gaming. It used to help me a lot in New World when the ping was awful before they fixed their network stuff and I stopped playing. And it helps me in Halo Infinite while keeping just a general, pretty much the same ping in Apex Legends. And all the time, you know, I'm protected, a little better protected at least, from DDoS attacks and the like. A couple of other notes: ExpressVPN does support torrenting for legal torrents such as public domain torrents, Internet Archive, View Studio HD, legit torrents, and so on. And especially for anyone who likes downloading Linux operating systems. But, you know, that is supported. There's no bandwidth cap and no throttling of torrents. Now, let's talk about some security stuff. ExpressVPN supports a wide variety of protocols. That's the methods that computers use to send information back and forth for you beginners, including the custom-built Lightway protocol that ExpressVPN built themselves. It's open source, and it basically focuses on a balance between security and streaming. But you can choose from several different protocols, some that emphasize speed, others that emphasize security. ExpressVPN has a no URL logging policy. Mind you, that does not apply depending on warrants, so keep that in mind. And it does work with the Tor browser if you want to use the Tor network for added security, which honestly, if you're going to be using Tor, you should be using a VPN at the same time. The one without the other is not as secure. ExpressVPN supports Windows, obviously, as well as iOS and Android and macOS and lots of different configurations. It has, of course, a browser plugin so that you can control the whole thing via your browser. And ExpressVPN has a Linux client, which is command line only, so keep that in mind. You can also configure it for some routers, but only some, and consoles and some smart TVs. It's easy to set up with like pretty much everything. You can use ExpressVPN, that is actively connectedly use ExpressVPN on 5 devices at a time. Install it on as many as you want, but you can only connect as many as 5 at a time. If you can get a router that connects all of your devices to the VPN at once, that technically only counts as 1 connection, so keep that in mind. That's a pretty cool feature. ExpressVPN offers support via live chat, and you can see here a clip of how quickly I got a response. It usually only takes a couple of minutes. It has split tunneling, so you can choose which programs use the VPN on your computer, for example, and which ones don't. Great for gaming on one side and watching Netflix in another country on the other. And the pricing is very reasonable. Not at the cheapest. There are cheaper options like private VPN and private internet access, but for the feature to price balance, I think ExpressVPN is the best. It's the one I use every day. It's also a little cheaper the more you pay or the more time you pay for. Not by much, but it's a significant enough difference if you want to pay for a year or more at a time. And there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. And if you want an even bigger discount for as much time as you're paying for, look down in the description for a link to our coupon page. That coupon page will help you get discounts on ExpressVPN and many, many other major VPN services. If you're going to pay for a couple of years at a time, getting that coupon could totally be worth it. Finally, ExpressVPN accepts credit cards, PayPal, Bitcoin, and online transfers in general. So, The final score, ExpressVPN is, as previously mentioned, our favorite. It's just that good in general. There are other VPNs that have specialty features that you might want to look at if you need them, but for general usage, we recommend ExpressVPN all the way. Check the links in the description for the full review with all of the details, all of the tests we've run, all of that good stuff. And again, check for the coupon page as well. It can save you a fair bit of money. If you found this video useful or helpful, please do like, subscribe, hit that notification bell icon for further updates, to make sure you get the updates, because the YouTube algorithm is silly that way. And I hope you had a good time. I enjoyed making this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. This is Ezekiel Bruni, signing out.